Okay, here I am again. I am following up on something I just said recently regarding this so-called virus that's spreading throughout the world. Now, is this not something that was just dreamed up by the oligarchs, the people who think they are in control of everything because they have a lot of money and wealth and property, things like that? Think about it, I mean, who would want to crash the world economy, beginning in the United States? Who would want to implode the United States economy? Well, who has the most to gain? I mean, people who are wealthy and think they control their people, because that's all they have left in this world for them. You see, they're stupid people. Now, getting back to what I was saying, now, was this virus something that was an answer to their dreams, or was it something that they actually created? Who knows? We don't know. Could have been something that escaped from a lab in Wuhan, China, where they were studying the effects of lethal kinds of viruses that could be manipulated to cause more severe casualties for whatever reason. We do not need to speculate, but it could have simply escaped from that kind of an environment. And because the communist Chinese government did not want to own up to their own responsibility for that, because it was a lab worker that, let's say, got infected and then spread the virus there in Wuhan. So what they did is they first came up with a story about some accidental spread of this particular virus from a bat in the fish market there in Wuhan. But you see, the problem there is that the particular type of bat that from which the virus originated was nowhere near Wuhan, China. It was thousands of miles away from Wuhan, China. So obviously that is not a very good explanation. So that leaves us to speculate as to where that virus came from. Now, I think what we have a problem here is because, the elite people, the oligarchs here in the United States particularly, were waiting for an opportunity, you see, because they knew that the markets were going to crash here in the United States and throughout the world. They knew that was going to happen because everything was just blown up out of proportion, you see. In other words, the prices were inflated. Everything was just based on speculation, and it was going to crash, and they knew that. But you see, they wanted that to happen because they wanted to create a situation where everybody was dependent on them. In other words, they could just come in and buy up all the distressed assets at a very, at rock bottom prices, and then they would later on come back and say, "Oh, we're the savior now. We're the heroes, and we're going to bring everything back to normal again." Except they own everything now that was depressed before. You see, in price. See, it's a very devious kind of a thing, but people don't really realize what's really going on. So I wanted to just bring that to your attention. This isn't only for here in America; it's for France, especially. Germany, of course, the Germans already know what's going on, but we have the United Kingdom, and we have Ireland, and we have all the northern regions there of Europe, Scandinavia, Finland, Norway, Sweden, Denmark, all of these regions, and then going down to the ones who suffered the most. Who suffered the most there was in northern Italy when they were exposed to that virus, because they had employed or they had allowed the Chinese to bring in you know, laborers to produce goods there in northern Italy. So why did this happen? In other words, we don't know the mind of God, but God obviously is trying to tell us something. God allowed this to happen, and now we have to decide how we're going to change our situation, because obviously this is what God requires of us. A lot of people could die. I mean, I could die. Anyone could die of this virus, you see. But if we survive, or if for whatever time we have left here, we might as well make a decision right now to make those changes in our own lives, and then to change our national priorities, so that we get back to living within the requirements of reality. Okay. And I'm sure that this will bring about a much greater result here. And that is all. Goodbye.